We back.
Like life like a movie, like a book. So, you know, certain people that's in like the first scene, second scene, and you know what I'm saying, first chapter, third chapter, second chapter, they ain't meant to be a part of your life. You know what I'm saying, the whole ride. You know what I'm saying, they meant to be a part of the history, but they ain't meant to be there the whole time. A lot of people don't understand that, but you know what I'm saying, you gotta understand that and know that it just they meant to be there for a certain amount of time. Some people be, you know what I mean, got a little longer time, but everybody ain't meant to be with you, attached to you for the rest of your life.
Yes, sir. Where we at with it?
No, we on the no. Bars Road shit, Harrington Road shit, real get money shit. To the top shit. Get money for real. As long as you gonna hustle something, it's gonna always be something for you to get, something for you to do. All that broke shit, begging shit, asking shit, that shit gone, that shit dead. You trying to get an M, get closer to an M. Now that other goddamn slimy shit, nigga, keep 100.
It's we in the streets with it. These YouTube streets. Let's build it. Content after content. We on the block. Lego. And as a daily reminder, hit that like and subscribe so you can get the vibes, you know it, and notified every time. Let ride. It's we. It's we TV.
Back at you guys again with another video, man. This time we got breaking news, man. More breaking news. Everybody talking about it. Trending topic. Soon as you get in here, make sure you double tap the screen. Let's get the lights all the way up. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the new ones. So we got that YFN Lucci, Lil Baby on tour. He bring out YFN Lucci. Everybody talking about it. Now here's the kicker though. Today was the last day of the longest trial in Georgia history, the longest trial in Fulton County history, the YSL trial. So we got that content coming up. Don't you go nowhere. But that ain't all. We also got allegedly, and before we even get into it, let's go ahead, disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, and news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Let's get on right into it, y'all. So, everybody know 4PF Lil Baby allegedly, or not even allegedly, was under investigation, trying to get him for another RICO. Fannie Willis is losing it, y'all. I'm talking about she's pissed. Damn near the whole history of Georgia history, of Fulton County history, fell on her basically losing, the trial. Like, a lot of people went home, and we gonna react to the last person standing. And this one is crazy. I'm gonna take myself off the screen. Do y'all remember the officer of the trial? And I had y'all rolling. I called him Megamind. Let me make myself smaller. There he is right there. Do y'all remember Megamind? Megamind was the one who got into the shootout, and they played it in court, and it was looking real suspicious. Now, before we get into this, we got to bring up the fact that, look at it, y'all. The last day, Fulton County longest history trial, and you see the officers that showed up. They are in there deep. They want justice. and we about to get into it. We gonna tell you exactly what happened, how it went down, man. Do y'all remember Mr. Dillinger? Let me make sure I'm getting his name right. Hold on. Let's fact check the name. Christian Eppinger, my fault. Christian Eppinger, the last defendant. So we got to get into that. But before we get into that, y'all, we got to get into something. YFN Lucci came home, right? YFN Lucci came home, and it was, a big deal because, it was alleged that he didn't do no talking, he ain't do no ratting, he ain't do no snitching, even though while being incarcerated in Fulton County, he did have a run-in with a knife. And allegedly, but truthfully, he was hit up. Now, he made it. Everything is good. He's back home with his kids. Now, I find it very interesting that he dropped this song called My Truth. Nobody's talking about it, y'all. Nobody's talking about the fact that you left your homie on the side of the road and you took off in a brand new Rolls Royce. If that ain't messed up, my Lord, y'all peep the hip hop culture and how it works. It's all about hype. It's all about following. It's all about what you can do, right? What you can do, what you can get done. Now we about to get into Little Baby bringing out YFN Lucci on stage, and basically everybody know that who was the first person that Thug did a song with when he came home? Little Baby. Who was the second person Thug did a song with when he came home? Future. Let's get into this though real quick, man. We are gonna react to Seti Nash breaking this all the way down. And he said something that caught my interest. So I'm gonna definitely react to that point as well. So check this out.
Say it ain't true.
So as you can see, it's a stadium full of people, man. This is exactly how they do it. This is the ritual, the move to make you forget everything that has happened in the past. Don't worry about that. We trying to sell tickets. We trying to put him back in position. We trying to bring ATL back together. People are saying ATL is like, man, I don't know, man, because think about it. You got YFN, you got YSL, and people may say YSL is no longer, but I mean, tell that to the YSL members. Then you got 4PF. Now everybody know 4PF was just under investigation, and allegedly Lil Baby went and talked to them people, and now it's looking like he's showing those people that he's definitely not going back to his old ways. He's definitely not behind bringing more violence to the city. This could be a strategic move, if you ask me. People having mixed feelings. We here to react. He came out to Heartless, ladies and gentlemen. He came out the Heartless. Out of all songs, he got a new song that just came out. We gonna react to that. In that song, he actually talks about the day that he lost his partner, and he brings up the fact that at least he left this world. His last ride was in a Rolls Royce. Lord, come on, y'all. He said that. We about to react. But we gonna acknowledge the fact that he came out the Heartless. Little Baby is supposed to be Thug partner. And now it seems like everything is cool. Could this be for Fannie Willis to get off of them boys? Because everybody know they trying to say 4PF is a gang the same way they said YSL is a gang. And both of these are known labels. Both of these are known record labels. What is going on here? Is hip hop dead? We gotta react. We got to have this conversation, y'all. So there you go. You can see them on stage. Now let's look at it. Let's dissect this. Do y'all think, come on, man, Lil Baby head leaning to the left? I don't know. It could be one of them moves like, yeah, let's do this in front of the people. They know it's going to go viral. They know people like me and vloggers. We going to react to this. Now, let's get into it.
You know who next to me? You know who next to me? You did it, nigga!
Here's a little secret that people didn't know. 2 weeks ago, Lucci and Thug got on the phone and ended the beef. Squashed it. You think Lil Baby? You think Lil Baby was gonna bring out YFN Lucci if Thug had a problem with Lucci? So here's what's going on. There's money to be made. There's prison time. There's jail time. There's people who've been hurt on both sides. People who've been hurt on both sides, bro. So to continue the path of destruction is what the commentators want. To the families who it mattered to, y'all don't care about that. Those who will say anything negative about this, I just want y'all to understand. At one point in time, them crews was good. Then they fell out. And then, shoot, it is what it is. But Thug and Lucci already spoke weeks ago. These is facts. But here's the bigger thing. Y'all ain't had no problem when Lucci and 21 Savage embrace each other in the club in Atlanta.
Hey, let's talk about that. Now, Sadie Nash said 2 good points, y'all. I don't know how he knows what he knows, but he knows something. He said that she said that they said they had a conversation on the phone. I don't know how he knew, y'all. But let's go with that. If Thug and YFN Lucci had a conversation on the phone, what was that conversation about? Do y'all think that they both think that I think that we think that phone was tapped too? We got to be honest, man. We about to react. The longest trial in the history of Georgia's history, the YSL trial, meets the 4PF and YFN Lucci. YFN Lucci just coming home. YFN just came home. And he got a, you know what I'm saying, basically little baby reintroducing him to the masses. Y'all seen all them people in that building. That was a strategic move to not only, allegedly, this is my opinion, to show the feds that we are not beefing. Matter of fact, we getting money. If you didn't already, do me a favor, y'all. Double tap that button. Make sure you hit the like button. That's how you get us out there in the algorithm. So my second point was that he said, they didn't say nothing. It's selective outrage. They ain't have nothing to say when 21 Savage squashed his joint. So what is it, people? Do we want to see beef or do we want to see peace? That's the bottom line. We about to create some content. We got to react. Let's react to Thug coming home real quick, y'all. And this is what he had to say. His last song, I don't know, we can call it subliminal, we can call it whatever you want to call it. But don't forget, Thug came home and he did 2 songs since he been home. With 2 artists, not 2 songs. Well, yeah, 3 songs, 2 artists. I think he did 2 songs with Future and he did 1 song with Lil Baby. I mean, that mean they cool, but does it mean that just because me and this person fell out that beef should be shared? It's a real conversation to have. Let's get into this Young Thug money on money, y'all. The verse. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe.
I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spin. These fuck niggas telling for nothing and I gotta be the one calling them friends. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the kind, I don't know the name of it. Fuck this little bitch last night and this morning, but I don't know the name of it. She told that pussy she don't know nothing about him and this fuck this fame of. We want the same mud, not the green, my nigga, the same mud. Mommy, you'll die. I don't want shots. Brother, you're a rat. My brother. Twin, you're a pet. Running through sex. Hey, Louis V. Slacks.
Man, we got to talk about that. Somebody a rat. He said, brother, you a rat. Thug came home, man. Fair use, man. Thug came home, y'all. And let's just be honest. He rapping. I feel like it's subliminals. He said, first thing he said, I don't want to hear nothing about spinning. Huh? Petty Queen, what's good? I see you, baby. Flip mode in the building. Flip mode action. Man, listen, y'all. He said, twin, you a pack. Running through sex. Wow. Bars. So you telling me he putting the sacks on the pack or the pack turned into a sack? I don't know, man. Maybe, allegedly, it's the blitz. We don't know, y'all, but we here to react. So I'm listening to the music that's being introduced to the people, and I'm like, it really shocked me. So I'm pretty sure Atlanta is shocked. Yes, I think Atlanta is shocked. Nobody's seen this coming, but is it a good look? We got to talk about this. Is this a good look for the people who watching and listening? You know what I'm talking about? Connor, what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Vancouver in the building. Shout out to Canada. We got Canada watching, y'all. Share out this. Make sure you hit the like button, bro. Appreciate it. So, boom. hear a little bit more of what Thug had to say, but I'm like, man, definitely subliminal. He talking about packs running through sacks. Everybody know what a sack is. That's a bag. That's money. I don't know.
Hermes trench. Hermes. Swim pool heated. Yeah, she ain't trying to eat it. She ain't trying to what? Shawty, you can beat it. Bring it 2 liter, ride a 2-seater, ride with an eater. Calling me Poppy, I'm calling her mommy, ex-senorita.
Man, talk that goddamn, yeah. That Latino shit, Thug trying to come out here and reach the masses. He trying to make sure he get to everybody. You hear me? I feel like at this level of rap where he at, he's a millionaire rapper. Everything that come out his mouth in the song was strategic. It was meant to be. Now, that being said, it's more the same difference, y'all, when it comes to Lucci and him telling his truth. Yeah, we got to react to that real quick, back to back. We got to. So this is Lucci coming home now. If you don't know, let me give y'all the background. Let me get it on the screen. Let me give y'all the background of this right here. Lucci had just gotten out, right? Lucci had just came home. Everybody know Lucci, his most recent highlight was him dating Reunited, which is Lil Wayne's daughter, Reunited Carter, right? When Lucci went to jail, she definitely said, yeah, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she was like, yeah, my dad told me don't be with no dude like this because he's guaranteed either dying or going to jail. And he did the jail. And when he did that, he lost his, you know what I'm saying? He lost his resume. Boom. He's back out. Now, the thing is, once he was already in, don't forget, Lucci had just got out. So he was already on parole. Keep in mind, he back on parole. What kind of deal did Lucci make, man, with these people, man? Because if you don't know, well, we might just have to do another video. Lucci was seen on camera, 2 different cameras, driving a Rolls Royce, a brand new Rolls Royce, in allegedly a territory that he wasn't supposed to be in. And what happened next, well, will shock you, because Lucci decided to let his thugs, his homies, his friends do some ninja-ish in the brand new Rolls Royce. What happened was they ended up getting into a shootout in the middle of the street about 5-something in the afternoon, broad day. Now, what happened was the return fire actually hit its target, and one of the people who was riding in the vehicle, the Rolls Royce brand new vehicle that had just came out, was injured and fatally wounded. He would end up losing his life. Now, what is trifling to me is the fact that I don't care what's going on. Why did y'all throw him out the whip and drive off? Was he too scared of going back to Fulton County and possibly prison for a long time? Was his adrenaline pumping and he knew it was a brand new Rolls Royce and he didn't want blood in it? Let me cook. The possibilities are endless, y'all. But one thing we know for sure, whoever that young man, I believe his name was Adam. I should have, my fault for not having the name on hand. That young man lost his life, even though he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing out there in these streets of Atlanta, shooting out the brand new Rolls Royce. Like nobody ain't gonna remember what kind of car it was. Follow me, y'all. Let me cook. So he's shooting out the brand new Royce. He get return fire. He get allegedly, they say it was a headshot. He got a head tap. Fatally wounded. Maybe, I don't know, y'all. We're gonna break down the song. Lucci talks about this in his song. It's called My Truth. We're gonna have to react. Now, here's the thing. If Lucci was the driver, which he was, other people were arrested. Everybody's bragging that, well, nobody in Lucci count told, and people in the YSL trial, they was telling left and right. Y'all gonna let these internet trolls and comments trick you off the street, trying to prove something that you don't even have to prove, trying to be something that obviously you're not. Because what YFN Lucci was a good friend. I don't care what nobody say. If it went down and you was driving with your partner and your partner turned up on some evil Knievel daredevil type of time, knowing he wasn't Rambo, jump out the whip, shooting out the brand new whip, return fire, hit him. Why did y'all leave him for dead? Nobody talks about that. Everybody want to talk about the little baby bringing him out. So I think, to me, that means little baby probably agree with how YFN Lucci moving. I don't agree with it. A lot of people ain't gonna be bold and put their face and they on that. I don't agree with leaving your partner for dead. He was riding and shooting for you. To me, that's worse than telling. How you think the family felt about that? How do y'all think the family felt that he was willing to die for his homies, and his homies wasn't even willing to take him to the hospital, whether they thought he was dead, unalive or not? It doesn't even matter. It's the attempt to try to save his life. Let's go ahead and react to this next piece, y'all. This is YFN Lucci telling his truth. The video, then going to visit his homie grave, who ended up losing his life shooting for you. I'm just saying. We got to react. That's crazy work. Crazy. He said, how you get 200 years without a burial? Somebody did die. But we gonna talk about it. We gonna react.
That ride was the back of a bat. People sound like Cam Newton had a whole lot of hats.
Ain't gonna then talking about he got a bruh. And then the word part. Hold on, man. Y'all thought I was gonna, I'm not gonna go easy on this. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all. Then he had the nerve to talk back. Oh, he had a whole lot of hats. Man, that man dead, bro. Unalive, bro. Like, man, we don't want to hear none of that, bro. We want to hear, why did you hit the gas and not the brakes, bro? You hit the gas, not the brakes. You ain't stopped. You kept going. Y'all think he got the same people around him? Y'all think he's still keeping the same people around him? Come on, man. Do y'all think them folks watching? Do y'all think they listening? Could this be a whole cleanup for the y'all? We got to talk about all that. If you didn't already, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. That actually is actual footage. So he actually used the footage that came out in court. That's the Rolls Royce he was in, the black and white joint. He put the footage, the imagery. If that ain't a slap in the face to the family, but we don't know, man. Maybe he's still good with the family. Maybe he's still good. I wasn't though, but that's your truth as well. We gonna have to keep it pushing, y'all. We just reacting, but I'm just saying though, I'm gonna have to keep it 100. I'm gonna have to keep it honest about the whole entire situation. At the end of the day, I can't answer to y'all why he did that. Only he can answer, and I guess this was his answer for the people. Y'all go check out that, you know what I'm saying, the whole entire video on your own time. He says more. He does say more, but we got to keep it pushing. We got to keep on reacting. Got more content for y'all today. All right, so finally we gonna get into it. If this ain't vlogging, I don't know what is. If this ain't journalism, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. We are back, and what's crazy is I already did so much coverage on the YSL trail. We got over 4,000 subscribers out of that, man. Major motion off that trial, and it was a pleasure to be covering it. This is the last man standing. The trial is going on. It's almost made 2 years. 2 years, y'all. 2 years. Now, we're about to hear from Whitaker. She's about to sentence this man. He was the guy. If y'all don't remember, when I was covering the trial, I called him Megamind because of his head. The officer hopped out the car and started shooting. I'm like, dang, that's how the APD coming. Atlanta Police Department. They hopped out the car like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Told him that he didn't even tell him, he did pop out. Like, it was something to be seen. It was a lot. And it was part of the YSL trial, man. What's going on, Fever? Boy, I ain't seen you in a minute. Big salute, big dog. Y'all definitely get the lights up some more. So look, let's get right on into it, man. This is deep. The last man standing on the trial is only right. Yeah, my brother was there when I was covering it. Yeah. It's only right that I come back and finish the job, even though it was 2 years of trial. It was 2 years of trial, but it was so crazy because him and this officer, you see him in the bottom right there. I got him right there on the screen. He in the very back. He sit on the back row like this. He mad because he was on there. Help. Boy, the body count caught everything. Boy, you went out bad. Now, he does got the support of his fellow officers, as you can see in the screen. In the background, this is breaking news. It just happened today. We about to react to it. And without further ado, we're going to get into it. But before we do, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
These days is the last days because you gotta die just to see the clout. I came a long way. I came a long way.
I've got there to be a factual basis for this plea, and I will accept the plea as freely, knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily entered with an understanding of the consequences and the sentence. And let me say a couple of things. Only one overt act, as we all know, needs to be proven to establish RICO. On counts 27 and 29, I believe that the defendant's own words inculpate him in the crimes, and I note that he talked about telling the victim to take off the earrings too, which was a part of what was stolen in the case. That certainly seems to, in the court's estimation,
Look at Megamind.
Inculpate him in those crimes as an absolute willing participant. 31, understandably, considering what we see on video, the defense has really not argued anything at all. Appreciate that, that y'all acknowledge that at least that is pretty clear. In counts 32 through 39, the video, in addition to State's Exhibit number 1, shows the officer to be in uniform, and I do not think that charging attempted murder is an overcharge, considering that Mr. Eppinger, and we hear 6 shots on the video, pumped 6 shots at close range into a uniformed officer, and then laughs about it afterwards, including saying something to the effect of, yeah, he's telling me to get down, I ain't getting down. I think that considering.
Now, let's be honest. I got to be transparent. That officer got all the right to want to be there today and see this through because he got shot. He did get shot, man. And, you know, the man did go on the internet and brag about it. Like, the last thing you want to do in any lifetime is harm an officer. The icing on the cake was to get on the internet and brag about it. Let's see how this thing pan out for him, y'all. Live reaction. If you new, hit that subscribe.
The prior history, the number of different incidents, honestly, almost back to back to back to back, from him getting out on first offender probation and deciding he's not going to change his life. He's not going to take the opportunity he's been given. And many of these incidents wouldn't have occurred or wouldn't have occurred with the seriousness that they did if he had abided by his first offender probationary condition of not having a firearm in his possession. He couldn't have shot an officer because he wouldn't have had a gun to shoot an officer if he had abided by his conditions of probation. So the number of the separate incidents, the apparent lack of remorse for any of this, the seriousness of the crimes, and the strength of the state's evidence on these particular charges, and the demonstrated determination to continue a criminal lifestyle all go into the court's sentence determination in this case. So the sentence on count 1 is 20 years to serve 10. On count 27, it is 20 years to serve 10 concurrent. 29 is 10 years concurrent. 31, 5 years concurrent with count 1. The sentence on count 32 is 30 years to serve consecutive to count 1. 33, 20 years to serve concurrent with count 32. 34 is 10 years to serve concurrent with count 32. I'm going to come back to 36 because that is required by statute to be run consecutively to anything else that's being sentenced. That's the only one that's that way, right? All right, count 39. The sentence is 20 years to serve 15 concurrent with count 32. 47, the sentence is 10 years consecutive to count 32 but probated. 48, 10 years concurrent with count 47 probated. And then 36 is going to be 5 years consecutive to count 47 and probated. I believe that is, honestly, do a little bit of math right here. I think that's 75 years to serve. To serve 40 followed by 15. No, I don't know. I don't know what the math comes out to be. So 20 to serve 10. Concurrent.
Wow. I mean, he over there looking at the paperwork, man. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing good we hearing is consecutive. 20 years, do 10 consecutive, 5 years consecutive. And then it's that part where she said it's not consecutive. That's the part that's messing this man up. I don't know if he was getting lightheaded or if he was getting a bad reaction to the news, but we about to react. If you didn't, if you knew, subscribe. Do me a favor and hit that like button, y'all. Let's go. What y'all think? They always say the person who go last get the The worst. What y'all think about the sentence she giving?
10 to serve concurrent, 5 to serve concurrent with count 1. So that's a total of 20 served, 10 right there. 10 right there. All right. Count 32 is 30 years to serve consecutive to count 1. So that's another 30 to serve. Count 33, 20 to serve concurrent with count 32. 34, 10 concurrent with count 32. So right now we're at 50, serve 30.
What?
Yes. If there's 30 to
Wait a minute, yo. I thought it was a 20 through 10. That shit turned into a 50 through 30. Family, like, what is going on, man? Like, I told y'all, man. They do this every time. The last person, man, ain't nobody in this trial get that much time. That's crazy work. He looking, he got the stink face. He like he smell BS. He can smell it in the air. That's messed up. And it was when it sounded like 10, it was that all right. He been down there 5 years. So he like, okay, I can do 5 more. She gonna talk about, I don't know what type of calculator she or math she doing, but at the end of the day, she added it all up. 50 through 30. That 50 through 30 made Moont little 5 years violation crazy. And then at the end of the day, we got to bring it all the way around. Y'all hit that like button. Is that why Little Baby and YFN Lucci cool? Huh? Because it's 50 through 30. Is that why 4PF got that no matter, don't mind clicking up with YFN and YSL Thugger saying shit, him and allegedly they got on the phone with YFN Lucci and they say, hey, man, the past is the past, man. We gotta be smart. We got to be smart about how we moving because we see the system and how it work. And this is a prime example, my peoples. This is a prime example. The lawyer said, we gonna finish out uninterrupted, but the lawyer said, yeah, that's what I got. 50, 30. Wow. I mean, he didn't. I mean, all right, let's be honest. We got to say this. I'm going to get back to it. It was a courtroom full of officers. They all looking at the judge. They looking at Whitaker like, she like, notated. Them folks ain't want to hear nothing, but he going to jail for a long time. That's it. That's all they wanted to hear. Officer injured in the line of duty. This is Atlanta. Officer injured, officer down, you're going down. You hear me? And that's what I feel like I got and I'm getting from this. Flip said, thinking the end holds the prize. Nah, sometimes the last spot is just where disappointment sits. For real. For real. All right, y'all. Let's wrap it up.
serve
40?
Clearly, this is why lawyers end up lawyers and not scientists or mathematicians. Yes, consecutive account.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Yo, why is the lawyer sweating like this? I mean, it is hot in Georgia right now. It's about 90 degrees outside, but I could have swore he was in the air-conditioned state courtroom. Why is the lawyer he's sweating so bad, he got beads of sweat dripping down his nose. And it don't make it better that he got a bald head. We see his head sweating. I got to react, man. I got to keep it 100. We got to run that back. Straight up. That was, I swear, last in the rush. But look at his head, though. Man, I don't know what's going on. Hey, look, if I seen my lawyer head sweating like that, I would be nervous. For sure. Maybe it's the power of all the officers behind him. Eyes beaming at his skull, got his head sweating like that. I don't know, but we gotta react.
And not scientists or mathematicians, although that's their job. Yes, consecutive to count one, which is 10 to serve. So that's 50 serve 40 at this point. Count 39 is 20 serve 15, concurrent with 32. So that's not any additional time to serve. So, and then 47 is 10 probated consecutive to 32. 48 is 10 probated concurrent with 47. And 36 is 5 consecutive to 37 probated. So that's
consecutive to 47.
Yes. It's at least 65 to 40. How long is he going to actually serve on that sentence?
Our understanding is it takes 40 days. 45.
And around currently with his sentence, he is currently serving. All right, that is the ruling of the court. And we are adjourned. He may be taken into custody.
Judge, is it Alfred to all of these counts? Yes. I didn't know if there was some that weren't that.
It's every one of them.
Yo, 45 years. Man, we gotta watch that in slow motion, man. My boy down there buckled. Is that why the lawyer did the lawyer know? I'm sitting here thinking, I gotta be honest, I thought he was gonna get the 2010 piece. Probated, you know what I'm saying? He looking at his lawyer, man. Look at him. Man, he had on his beads, man. He had on his crucifix, man. Judge ain't care about none of that. I thought this was a Christian. Man, listen, I'm gonna be honest. All them police, it had to be the police officers, man. They came for this. Listen, we ain't seen the force in none of the trial. Then all of a sudden, at the end of the trial, the whole police force is in there. The Croup, man, listen, vengeance was theirs today. Chat. Vengeance was in the hands of APD, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, and Megamind at the back. He sat on the back row. It reminds you of when you know you're a sinner. You go to church. You don't want to be too close to the power of God. Goddamn. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to get chosen. Goddamn. You don't want to look the pastor in the eye. He might see your sin. He might see the dirt on you, man. He went to the back pew, sat there, and he sat low. Let me take myself down. We're gonna end it like this. Look at him. He sat back, lips puckered, breathing out his nose. He ain't even breathing out his mouth. He got the whole APD force, everybody there. I'm thinking this man about to get a 20 piece, do 10, and ended up with a 60, do 45. He looking at his judge like, bro, you said, man, that's why his lawyer was sweating like that. He already knew Fannie Willis was going to take The man, she put the smack down on this man, y'all. It ain't fair. Nobody got this much time out of the whole trial. The only people that got the longest time was my brother who already came from prison. He already was doing a life sentence. It wasn't nothing to add some more time to his life sentence. He already throwing the 30 piece. 45 years and nobody died. Yes, he shot at an officer. They treating it very, very serious. And they was not playing with him. We got to slow it down. And as we leave the building, make sure you hit that like button if you new to the channel and you feeling the vibes. Please subscribe. Let's show it all the way down.
To all of these cats.
This is him getting the news. I thought he was about to swing or something on the officer, man. He walked away. He took his lick. Took his lick like a man. We out of here, y'all. Appreciate everybody that came through.
Real talk, what you gonna do when the pressure on? Fans listen and it's tap you dead wrong. Real no, trap nigga, get money. Bitch, I'm plugged in. I get back in, you can't fret me. I've been hustling all night, yeah. Baby, I've been hustling all night, yeah. Baby, I've been hustling all night.
I've been grinding and hustling, trying to keep the money coming.
I'm real dope boy shit, I love that money motion. I'm outside early in the morning, ain't no birds chirping. Everything coming off the scale, you know that clock working. Nigga behave, get frustrated, that shit monkey. Got some haters in my circle, don't want to see me make it. This shit get wicked in the city, but you living fast.
Yeah, I'm going up like stairs, from in the locked up chairs. They act like they was there.
You gotta read your P's and Q's or get left on the news. Gotta pay attention in the trenches. Gotta listen in the trenches. Gotta be aware of your surroundings when you're thugging in the trenches.
Streets I stay 10 toes. Big money, it never fold. Me with gang, you'll get on low. Street bay, pull up UFO. In the hop, I jump like a toad. Backwood, it green like mold. Eliante, diamond, they froze. Thank God for the life I chose. Got the heart of a lion. No, I ain't having no fear.